The Joestar Inherited Soul event did a lot of great things, was very fun to watch. However, it did not give us any information regarding the upcoming JoJo mobile gacha game. So I took it upon myself to do a little bit more scientific research, more digging, and I found a lot of facts about the game that are already out, and I found very vague but possible hints at release date, gameplay, all of that good stuff, guys. If you're excited about this game as much as I am, make sure to subscribe for multiple reasons. One, because I'm going to be covering this game like a madman before and after it drops, alright? I'm the man for the news. I'm the man for the gameplay, all of that, alright? We're also on the road to 5K. We're so close to 5K subscribers. I know you guys can make it possible. Let's hop straight into everything we know as of right now. Now, I'm going to be going through this part by part, piece by piece, and I'm basically going to be sharing my thoughts about that. So, first things first, we have the name of the game, which is Golden Hymn or Golden Anthem. There's two unofficial translations floating off there right now. It says that this was officially announced on December 25th, but this was the actual official announcement of the mobile gacha game when Collab purchased the mobile distribution rights for JoJo back in like the summer, right, of 2020. That's when I first made a video about this, and that's when I speculated that the Joestar Inherited Soul event on April 4th could give us information, but unfortunately it didn't, so it is what it is. But this right here, last, summer, was when this was officially teased, right? Now, it does state here that the game will only cover characters from the first 5 parts. However, the official site, which we'll get into in just a second, also stated that it will only focus on the animated characters. Now, as of right now, that means the same thing, because the only animated parts of JoJo are the first 5 parts. However, Part 6 was confirmed. Alright, follow me on Twitter, by the way. Part 6 was confirmed, was already announced for the anime adaptation, so it's very possible that Jolene Cujo, baby girl, will be in this game. Alright, just keep that in mind. Next, it says that the game will only be available in mainland China, Taiwan, Hong Kong, and Macau. So no official, global release. However, I think there's a few things that are hinting at a possible global release. So we'll look at that in just a second. Now, on the right-hand side, it says that the developer and publishers of this game are Shenkyu Games and Collab. Now, I know Collab does not have the best reputation, but I think that since there's two entities working on this game, it's not just the mindset of Collab or just the mindset of Shenkyu Games. It's a combined effort, so that makes me a little bit more hopeful for the potential of this game. It's already confirmed that iOS and Android, so this game will be on both iOS and Android, which is very good. The genre is unknown, and this is the link to the official website, which again we'll look at in just a second. Now, I want to scroll down here. This may not mean anything, but there's a little questionnaire about this game, and it asks us which is our, out of all the parts, which is our favorite. And they mentioned Stone Ocean, Steel Ball Run, and JoJolian. So, in my opinion, they already know. I think down the line, there's definitely some plans to add characters or even something along the lines of characters or events or something regarding these last 3 parts that are not animated just yet. Alright, keep that in mind. Now we got all this stuff out the way, let's actually hop into the official site. This is the official site for JoJo, the JoJo game. Now, this right here, just let you guys know, does say coming soon, so there's no official thing there yet. However, alright, if we scroll down here, we can see that there's only 5 tabs. This is not updated yet, I would assume, but there's only 5 tabs here, talking about parts 1 through 5. Again, just basically hinting at only the first 5 parts will be actually looked at, but since part 6 has been announced for an anime adaptation, I definitely think this will be updated very soon, and that the game will feature stuff from part 6. Now, there's 2 links here, right? The first thing I want to look at is this. There's a lot of information regarding the game here that we need to take a look at, okay? So, first things first, as you guys can see, it's called Golden Anthem, okay? So that's the other translation I was telling you guys about. There was an event of from January 1st to January 2nd, which we'll look at in just a second as well, that could have teased a few things. Again, we'll look at that. Scroll down here. This is the official site for those of you that want to know. Now it says on the newly launched and concept site, players can follow the game to participate in research or follow the official Weibo and WeChat through the QR code on the website to learn about the latest game developments. So if you guys want to stay up to date, I'll be updating you as well. But if you want to stay up to date, make sure to maybe bookmark the site or something along the lines, right? Now it says that, of course, Collab and Shenkyu Games will be basically coming together to develop this game. Now it says that, again, the game will be based on the animation series. So just keep that in mind. There's a good chance JoJolian and Steel Bartman will not be there. Now, let me see, actually, here we go. This is the big thing. I believe that players and fans can experience JoJo's story immersively and feel its charm through this game, right? So what this means to me is that this game is focusing a lot on the gameplay itself, right? Because to use words like immersively and charm, this is like the very vague hints, right? Like if you're telling me that I'm going to be able to hop into this game and really like immerse myself into the world of JoJo, the gameplay has to back that up, right? So I do think gameplay is being heavily focused on, which actually makes me happy. Now, what gameplay could that mean? I don't know. There's a lot of ways to tackle, mobile games, especially around things like anime. I don't think it's going to be like a 2D type of thing like Dokkan, if you guys are aware of Dokkan. Maybe a game that actually uses 3D models like Dragon Ball Legends or the new MHA, the My Hero Academia gacha game that's going to be releasing, something like that, right? It's going to be very interesting to see how they actually go ahead and tackle this. Now, here is the information that makes me believe, okay, that we could see a global launch. Because it talks about a little bit of Shenkyu Games here. Is the world's leading online game developer, operator, and publisher based on the new cultural industry positioning of technology, empowering culture. Shenkyu Games comprehensively promotes the three strategies of premiumization, globalization, and new culture. Now, globalization is, again, the big thing here. I think, based on what Shenkyu Games seems to stand for, I do think, maybe if it was just Collab Games, maybe not, I don't know, but it seems like they have plans to push this game globally. They know that if they push this game globally, they're going to be making so much money. Not everyone, but there's JoJo fans are scattered all throughout the world, not just in these 4 regions right here. So they know without a doubt that if they want to make the most money possible, that they'll make this a global game. And Shenkyu Games seems to be a company that stands for globalization and the world's leading online game developer. Like, again, these are just very subtle hints, right? I'm committed to becoming a technological and cultural enterprise that creates the ultimate interactive experience. So this is a little bit, again, regarding gameplay. If you're going to tell me this is going to be extremely immersive, extremely interactive, they have to be focusing a lot on the gameplay itself, okay? Just keep that in mind. Now, here it's basically telling you about some of the games that they created, like Final Fantasy XIV and stuff like that, or they helped publish. So if you guys are interested in any of that, you can just pause the video and read some of this stuff. I don't know too much about any of these games, so just keep that in mind. Now, here are some pictures, actually, from the event itself. Now, this seems to just be the anime. For a second, I thought this was gameplay. I was actually very surprised, but this does not seem to be gameplay. But as you guys can see, this is the official site logo of the game. You can see only the first 5 parts there. So, part 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No Jolene, unfortunately. But this was also before the Joestar inherited this whole event. So, keep that in mind. Now, there was a few things in here that I want to actually show. Mobile game is here, which is not yet. The game has been receiving attention since it was jointly announced by Shenkyu Games and Collab on the summer of 2020. See, I was telling you guys, it finally made its debut on the scene. The huge booth area displayed images of the 5 protagonists of JoJo Bizarre Adventure on one side, and the other side displayed the information about the game. So yeah, again, I mean, dude, I really hope this game is global, dude. I really hope this game is global. But why is this blurred out? Very interesting. There actually might be some information regarding some of this stuff. Let's see. Okay, regarding Golden Anthem here. So JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Golden Anthem is the first licensed mobile game of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure animation series launched in mainland China. This game is produced by Shenkyu Games and Collab, jointly developed by the published club, and published by the club. This work is based on the animation series. This game is currently under development, so stay tuned. Log into the official concept site to learn more about the game dynamic. So, again, there is not much information that they're releasing right now. Not much at all. But this is real, all right? I get a lot of comments and people asking me, is there really a JoJo Gacha game? Is it just, a leak? Is it just some rumor, or is it actually coming? Yes, this game is actually legitimately coming. This is a thing. This is real. The question is when, right? And again, the question is when. When will this game be releasing? I thought that April 4th would give us information, but unfortunately it didn't. So I did a little bit of, a little bit of research regarding current gacha games, or current JoJo games. And I already heard about Stardust Shooters closing down. But what I didn't realize was the date that it's closing down. And that is going to be April 13th, 2021. It says Bandai Namco announced that it will shut down the long-running mobile game JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Stardust Shooters on April 13th, 2021. This is a very interesting date to me. If it were me and I was going to close down a game that I owned or that I published or that I had rights to actually close, I would close it towards the end of the month. Let players that already started in that month just enjoy the game for whatever reason. I know this game has been running for what, 7 years, which is a very long time, but I would close it towards the end of the month. All right. So the fact that it's closing in the middle of the month doesn't necessarily mean anything. It's just a random date. But to me, this means that later on in the month we could see some information regarding the new JoJo Gacha game now that this one is being closed basically in the middle of this month. Does that mean we will see information? Absolutely not. But does that mean we could? I definitely think we could see information. And if we don't get information in April, I really expect in May or June at the least to hear something about the development of this game, especially if they want to keep people interested in what's going on. All right. And again, this game lasted for 7 years. And honestly, this was a I believe there was no global release for this game, right? When I say global, I mean like translators and stuff like that. There was no global release for this game. Could you imagine how long a global JoJo Gacha game could last if only a non-global version lasted 7 years? To me, that's a very, very long time. There's a lot of potential for this game. I'm telling you right now, there's a lot of potential for this JoJo's Bizarre Adventure mobile gacha. But other than that, there's not really much more on my end. This is just, again, touching up a lot of information that we knew and some speculation that I had. If you guys enjoyed today's video, hit the like button, subscribe if you are new, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.